Na family na ya man.
Yebehwe. Dr. Makudu was saying the call lunch. And I a small lunch with you, man. Hey, now what you paying you? Him na me quality. Nanka. Oh, Kwesi Jai. 80 Dr. Marco, happy birthday number 81 to you, Dr. Marco. How much love to you. And this one says to ask you, which one will hurt you more? If you spend money on fixing cracks in a wall, or if you're going for the best quality. The best quality is Gassem. With Gassem, it's not just about cement, but quality plus value. Every bag of Gassem cement you buy gives your project strength, and you contribute directly to helping communities with schools, clinics, employment, and so much more. Gassem has committed to the development of over 5,000 communities in Ghana. The biodegradable packaging also protects the environment. Gassem has donated his widow's mite of 500,000 cedis to the COVID-19 fund. And so Gassem says never compromise on quality. Choose the value Gassem offers you always. Gassem, the nation builder. Nana Komia, a MPP ni Mapa, Managing Director, STC, former Member of Parliament, former Head of Communications of the New Patriotic Party, or Hano.
FM 104.3. Who to me, Taki?
Nana Komia.
Kwame.
Vachi Brapeni.
Major Super.
Aquabanso.
Medasi.
Now you're MP for the 16 years.
Pachoy.
I say Parliament, the only inside out.
Kakra.
Oh, Nyakaka. MP plus Minister. We are Minister 3 times, was it? Iti Mrashe Bedjuma the only mupa. The Intia may be Sasa Nisa emoluments in Komowi. What it be? Etosenana. Firstly, they say or refunding in or reject allocations from committee's recommendations. Or refunding allowance from 2017 January. And this Mrashe for me in the court. These is the first and second lady must refund all payments. Nah, unwatra parliament check.
Kwame Medasi.
Nana Medasi.
Yeah, asem no mateka kra. First ladies, second ladies, former first lady, former second ladies. I said, I take a crack. Say, yeah, President Rollins.
Yeah.
By the transition, 2000. So now President Rollins will be free, so 2000. A free 2000.
Yeah.
Whichever way election call it. Say NDC in a winning you, NPP in a winning you. President Rollins be free, so. It's near money beer. She be or years, I will 2000 in the years. CKR. Yeah, the former first ladies.
Yes.
Then shall see free 1956.
Quite true.
From Yamami Fatia.
Yeah.
Tisatana chief of staff Atodazi.
Nana Atodazi.
The president at this adventure no buy. And omoye. And Atwaswa free 2000 by the top. And there. And the first lady Bia, second lady Bia, unya allowance. Oma no me free so no more to us unya omo allowance no. Now, a few me 2020 committee na SSA president Bia EDC ho. Na share emoluments. Any privileges for Article 77 form.
71.
Article 71 form. And any related matters. Related matters is Sembia related.
Sembia Fahu.
Na omotenase last year and omo kase o. Aseba kon ebe fa ho ne se o madwe and in it first lady, second lady asemi. No man who said so far no free President Rollins the buyer. Yeah, the allowances in a trial. It is a bear. No formal. Me who said I make formal.
Yeah, famra and tertiary.
And I am fat in share.
And she share mra tertiary. Because when you formalize something, it becomes legal.
So, brother, it's all the parliament.
Parliament is you too.
Until I'm in percent.
Okay.
She share will hold their name. If a baby or cratasso, I will be a bar. Allowance is there. And yeah, BBA, depending on the nipa na my allowance, no fear.
Yeah.
But so baby or cratasso. Na inti omo adwin chensen ke enye no salaries.
Aketria.
Aketria. Ni to scale bi so. Se na be enquire ti say na president not so no the office. And omutwa bibi keke allowance. Tenenos adwintra committee no editu at the Kotu parliament. Of course, answer the parliament and say executive in Subehu Ajiatum answer na parliament is Ujitum. Na ebe dead no say yebetria sa aketria ama first lady si na aketria no so no and distinguish between former and first ladies, former and current. Into omo metwem eje omo moteso eje.
Yeah.
The yera yema me Mrs. Kufuor.
Before her, Mrs. Rawlings.
Mrs. Rawlings.
Mrs. Liman.
No, Londina. Obia when the current and former just allowances. Na nena abe salaries no. Abe daddy. Because abe formal say. Abe shisha abe down. Na no na say Ghana for no. Me sure say Ghana for P na afekwa no mate say sa arrangement where you choose kama former first ladies and current first ladies. I feel na Ghana for P because of ejumana committee no on the two jan. Na dwentre P na banu Ghana for no ebi engine too. Ebi so as usual assembly about binu engine too. Ebi no beje atum. Ebi no harmony opinion kra. Nti sana wo kwa me wati ebinum kase we ya ade e hodeda nti ye no formal dia and they betimi attract it. Wow, okay, allowances there answer na there's no trail sort of but your salary there no controller and accountant general betria with check na there's a trail that actually said president office need tree allowance be keke. But about 2J public reaction, it be a negative.
Yeah.
It be a positive. It be a neutral.
It be a mischievous.
And then no said firstly the Otisu say no. I'll say allowances now money free 2017. And then the Baba done no salary. So allowances ninya crown. It's a negative reaction in on GBM. Into na wajeno crown or say no crown or sign a refund ama Ghana.
Yeah.
Menyanti yes so say ye ma me lodina crown so as signals or no so allowances no so a free 2009 obey a second lady twemwa obey a first lady ono so ni nyano obema ni accountant ahwe no so worry fund enti the reaction to the public a a labor Barton Cook Secret
TUC.
So then Sacramo issue statement say and send it the correct signal. Nti se be yanka ye ma minimum komo refund. Nti labor for Barton Cook is a TUC at Shoma Dream. And no sabi Jean this any pepe because mischievous and negative. Genuine comment.
Yeah.
Genuine sentiment.
Yeah.
Say yema menum ese enuntinum omo share the sensibilities nintino na omo di scan be sign omo ngibie na na omo jinzo omo sign dia amabaya and na a personal decision omo take nti yebeje atum court case ba ko mienu bi wo ho court case no there well yemen koso na court no so enche because when a personal decision if I say me she share da ho mami nanso menje ebi obi beba another first lady beba ka se me dia meje enti se nsem bi wo ho efa kwan a ya fa so no edio emom salary no se nsem bi wo ho na ebeti amra eno no sa court and
Office of the Second Lady Samira Baumia declared to just say saying consultation with His Excellency the Vice President will refund all allowances paid to her since 2017 and will not accept any monies allocated to a pursuant to the recommendations of the Professor Ya Ntiama Beidu-led committee as approved by Parliament on January 6, 2021. Mrs. Baumia continues to be committed to the service of the nation to deliver humanitarian interventions and initiatives in the areas of health, education, and economic development. And also the Nekrata Betuja.
Enti na kase say in the legality. Binum Ghana for being so actual madrin say enye mra emma kwansa. Ena kwame ye ma menu no mo say omonjio. But na chese nhihye that's wo. Nti binum so say sa kwan a de san hyehyɛ na ba no kra no emra ma ho kwan nti yomonko omonto aso nko omo court no na ye nhwɛ na court no so bɛka ɛfa no sɛ sa aketwe yi ana san hyehyɛ yi ɛyɛ mra ma kwan ana sɛ emra emma kwan sɛ mra ma kwan a na no kwan foforo bi betimi afa so na ɛne mra no akɔ back nti ɛne de me say many problem say enipa ni bi still almost hwehwɛ interpretation our court say arrangement no etiamra and I say entiamra but ne wo ho say say sika no omo a nesen keska no ye de be ma omo no ana ye de amom no omo nya ba out to say omo njiska ni bi but na omo jinso no omo very fund then ne wo ho say kwa
banana yehwe baby asanko mo ifini baby ya dia ba bedru ya adenti ama ade na be he ni dede ni amanyosem esan say yenim say efi omampanyi Rawlings abreso ene efi ase omampanyi kufo be hye mo kina sa ya dia ba bedru ne
because me say no wunu say no kura
say then
say you start is the free president kufo abreso it's not true.
Me say omampanyi Rawlings
it's not true.
That is what I know.
It is not true.
So what do you know?
They do me so.
Oh,
I
mean, say ye baba me dem nim say a champon. Eche fatia edan. Na na minim. Etuetua ne dem say
salary.
Etuetua dem nim say fi o man panyi Rawlings abeso. Nsanya no kra.
Enya no kra.
Chechemu.
Master, enhyehyɛ ya ni say. Yentua won as cabinet minister, the equivalent of cabinet
salaries, yes, aketua.
And we didn't see that. Minim se bi see that. We didn't see that. This is the first time. And a master, and she said, "No, say, yeah, my own back pay from 2017." Inside, I idea you hear that they come back pay from 2017. It simply doesn't make sense. Only me tell you. It is not true. Say idea yen dada.
Na me pache say yeah allowance ya de mom no. Nya mimi nim no. Ni see starting for President Rawlings abreso. Allowance aminim. Ena ba bedru ne. Ena ya ba beka say sa nhihye no. Na mrabia ntachiri. Nti fe yenya no salary akatua on the scale of a cabinet minister.
What kind Kesel atu post statement
My kind, but me nyanye.
Was it no such payment was made?
But who tells him, sir, all such payments came from Ministry of Finance?
Massa, you are talking about allowance.
Kwesi, allowance there, and not just the Ministry of Finance, Nadimo.
Into one
It could have come from the presidency. Could have. It could have come from other sources.
Oh,
It's possible, Debbie, Kwesi, possible, say, Casey, and no can no correct. Say, Ministry of Finance, and my allowances be out to First Lady and the Second Lady. It could be true. But, say, said during the period 2009 to 2016, First Lady and Second Lady, the allowance, and it could be such free. If it's chief of staff account, if it's president account, so it could buy me from anywhere.
Okay.
Of course.
So you are not making any emphatic statements.
No, I'm not. But I'm not in a position. Because I'm not in a position to make an emphatic statement. I'm not in a position to do so. No, I'm not.
But me, just from the point of view of logic, said dada. Now she starting for 2017. It simply doesn't make sense.
Problems there.
There's a huge problem. Because I did dada. But
is it not interesting, sir? Our committee, I hear recommendations from 2017 to 2021. Committee report it covers the period 2017 to 2021. Now, on my opinion, answer will be fair. Constitution is say on signing another committee.
I do another matter. I do a completely different
matter. Ain't be a committee from 17 to 21 in the ban, sir.
Debbie, Masa.
Nana Yasan at your parliament.
Masa, Pacho, say cabinet meetings, cabinet ministers, almost just say 2017, we had Basit Yaonka.
No, correct.
It's a necessary continue committee.
Debbie,
committee no said you did your adequate and as inadequate. That's what the committee is looking at. That's what the committee looked at. There was no GP.
Him for GP. First and second lady.
Ministers near there now. Article 71 office holders no. From 2017 no GP and I'm but you say bia you two. And nothing I come and say nothing as our committee report number. And I'm
I don't think it's exactly that.
Oh, Kwame, two parties say ministers, and all Article 71 office holders. If it's 2017, they need to
Yaonka.
Exactly. It's a Yaonka. It's Yaonka. Now,
but 1 second. Also, allowances now, you shall say free.
There's no evidence they shall say free summer. Because they shall say free summer now. I didn't you put your back pay.
Back pay for near him.
And I said, won't you?
No, back
pay from 2017.
But I'm saying, one tear say,
I didn't.
Come and share us here. OG allowance. Yes, yes, it's into salary. Salary say the betrayal. If we 2017. It is a salary near 30,000. Now allowance near 15,000. They will give you the balance. To say a minister see ni MPs asema working. How much you pay? If we 2017. 2020, you fix your pay. It will be backdated to 2017, and then the balance will be paid. Until the fact says backdate to 2017, then there's no payment made.
It's in your salary near backdate to 2020.
Salary near back to 2017. It's allowance, but also allowance be in and I'm saying allowance. And then I no salary.
No, Pacho.
No, but as I now can say, yes, shall say 2017. One, the allowances were started from Second Republic.
I'm saying that it is not true. It is not true. Nobody has been able to show
allowances. No.
Allowances. No.
Nana Atudazi, Adi Atuja, Safety President Rollins Abreso, and almost 30 allowances.
Debbie, statement and Nana Atudazi Dubai and say, a black President Rollins, and what say former heads of states they be no on near the into MPB Mao Meboa. And also no ankasa and no this size can Kokrokoo a champion yere and so on. That's different from a formal allowance.
Ain't formal allowance that started having? Formal allowance that started having.
Me friend allowance okra. Me friend allowance.
Over friending.
Masa.
A payment well.
There been pacho. And I'll pay the Ubon Krata Yakan. Vice President, His Excellency Mahmoud Bawumia, or the 10,000 Ghana cedis. Akoma Hazakes a fan club.
$10,000.
$10,000. Okay, $10,000. Or the Akoma allowance. Allowance.
A gift.
Exactly. Masa, Oman Penny Biarano, you Chessica Mana, and no Umbu Kunta. I'm sure you all know. Oman Penny Biara was Skebia. Yen Shadan Kanjas Umbu Kunta. Sessicano, or the Yen here. Near here be num sune adoye. Is Oman Penny Kokoya adoye say, oh, a to a champon. And it's even strange. Said your ball, not buying boy champon to no. A chenu who a champon, you're more boko maniska. Na kakra, but you're into Musa on them channel. And so, man, penny to an associate, a man penny biaba. No more you know one children, and me quack one, and no allowance.
Ain't the allowance started dabbing?
I wouldn't catch me name's allowance be able to see
because President Kufuor to us.
Ain't President Kufuor, yeah, no, throughout the period, no,
no, President Kufuor kakra me nim fa ne ho so oyadoye pa.
Make about first and second lady.
Pacho ni na aka ho oyadoye pa. Obi o ha no yare no ni sika odi kwa hospital. Me nim Kufuor bia President Kufuor bu a won mom kwa hospital.
Crazy, yes, zero down to near Kano.
Pacho say.
Yamram near Kano.
I know so na me we.
Because adoye dey me sure so bia be kai president bi o ya.
I know tin am say okoya adoye any allowance.
Okay, what do you find say any allowance?
Any allowance, adoye.
And here a chassis free.
We shouldn't confuse the two.
Okay, because it's a chassis free.
It has always been there.
Adoye has always been there.
It has always been there, but it is not an allowance.
First lady, second lady, the started I mean.
What's also saying?
Well, say it's always been there.
Yeah.
Ain't first lady, second lady, the started I mean.
Masa, near me mati. Opening Nankasa Ababonti Abeka. Ni anana atudazi beka say ono na breso as chief of staff no. Yes man no more discovery command Mrs. Achampon. Any allowance.
Mra President Mills, any President Mahama te ewo akonya so.
Na mo ma me de me nka masem nsi.
Oh, kwesi eyen komo na edio.
Eyen komo na some many dimensions.
Maybe say for example, Mra President Mills, the President Mahama ewo ho no. Yen fiti President Mills breso akupipa me anyakopon fan ko e. Na President Mahama ba e. Mrs. Kufuor, Mrs. Mills. Ya mom allowance bia.
I said, wouldn't one work a medium meaning?
I'm just trying to establish baby identity. Say a new
meaning.
And because you know, you can say, Lodina Mahama. Matis or the crata babot in so open subitria.
Me who crata,
me Mati.
One who crata.
Nana, sa crata no, me check it authenticity. I'm saying
genuine.
It is not true, say Madame Lodina Babontia because we just kept over.
They are possible, say one GB that.
It is possible. Yenim. You understand? Yenim.
Okay.
Oh, Sakratana security said now omu ina di allowance. I don't know Kisla to here for forcing. Because a ninja should be a fake. You understand? Now, Master Kwame.
Brakwesi.
I'm penning bi dadano. For my bread. Na mini Dr. Hilary Man, na mini ye close pa. Obre yansa na o. Masa, no you su I'm saying Nissan pickup. Kwame, me kan dada o. Ene ni pia ye pia ne car na sana car na jesu. Enti so man penin bi ba na so si o. Dr. Hilary Man wadi a man penin pen. Na febra wo bre ni ade. Na so frɛ ne yiri na so ye na doye a. Enya boni. Me nka say e boni. Enu ya doye. Me nka say e boni. Masa, asemo ye kan ni titiri pa ni say sa ayi salaries, monthly salaries equivalent to the salaries of cabinet ministers no. Totally illegal. It's unconstitutional. That is the problem. Masa, edikan Article 71 office holders no kan yemra pon 1992 constitution na. Ekire wo mo ye Article 71 office holders. Sa Article 71 office holders no. First ladies ni second ladies in ka ho. It is obia kutu bibima on the basis of Article 71 office holders are. It's Yamra.
Because we are sure so Article 71.
The mandate of the committee was to look at the emoluments of Article 71 office holders. So what was their mandate in looking for emoluments of first and second ladies? They had no mandate.
You know, said related matters being sworn. They also to look at related matters.
Related matters then anyway. Related matters.
Because do we have their terms of reference? Maybe terms of reference, related matters.
Master, it's a body set up by the Constitution. Article 71 is defined, is in the Constitution. You can't import anything. What do you mean as a net? Yeah, terms of mandates for the committee. About me acquire recommendations for your salary and your allowances.
Constitution go.
As only men maybe.
What do you mean I said Kwame Sefakan? Yeah, Article 71 office holders emoluments and Kwame Sefakan. It is not possible. The Constitution clearly defines who Article 71 office holders are.
But a cancer commission can also look at related matters.
Matters related to what? Matters
to the
related
Article
to
71A. But the Kwame check
Master,
the Constitution.
Me law school in Mankobio.
Obi any Okobio.
But as some buy lawyers a cuckoo dam at your modern. Baby, me shows a crime work and lawyers in baby in your matro. So clearly it is unconstitutional.
And as I say, you're the court until you're trying not court in the camp.
Oh, Nana, me know you're doing. I agree with you. And someone will be said, baby, don't know what you should win. So that is the case. You understand? Meanwhile, yeah, man penny His Excellency in the year. What in Tim Crata better about is a scan credit man or deba. Now she finds it unacceptable and so. Fine. I mean, Obiara Oti and man for Kano. That is how they will react. It is what react, sir. Yajatu. Why? Many winemakers have been into Yajatu. Or no one can say who send your public discussions near the no corner. And why not just so this can over? Fine, fair enough. ABOB babies as an identical or G in the first place. But I don't know, me ko e nyame. Oh, I'm saying. Into some ba yanka. Masa, emfuso hoi esida. Masa kwa me ameti me tumi mpim me bu nka semfuso ni me ho. Minim so bia wo dem hando break me aka semfuso ni me ho. Nti mfuso no ye ba. Etasi. Especially when you are in government and you are administering a country like Ghana and Adena, sometimes you are bound to make mistakes. So mistake in that balance here, yenjintum, yensesi yachi, nyenkoyenim. Finish. It's arguments and now you call GB and yeshas yache and so on. Why?
The discussion goes on.
But you sure allowances no. It was just one of rolling standards as you try.
There be just an American. The American say, "Nia yajia tumu and necessary no. Openia babon tia bejia tumu say yeah. Nana to that's the letter not try. Apart from that, me evidence biasi to BSK anytime. You understand? Nana to that's the minji na chini. Odu nana chief for staff. So me na mi ko tia It's the meaning one makasen nana to that's the work and no kre. But I'm saying that there's no evidence allowance be that yet from a and Master, there are also some other issues. Oh, my Ghana, yet Timus Mrebie ni Ghana had chess on my penny biano, as well worry back, and no worry me. Master, o man penny between about no because we worry a drone in Tiamra. A head of state can have as many as 20 wives. Given this arrangement, how do you handle a situation where you have a head of state with 20 wives? How do you handle that situation? And I must say, you cry.
Man, Penino, Yeria or the be say a yen yereno, and no never recognize you.
Sana and Shishanaka. Me who I know was she anymore.
Okay, but then me who make me yachero.
Me who was she anymore, or my penny like I said,
okay. Say, you can see a first lady. That's what I say, when first lady. Or don't you never recognize no?
The first lady itself is an alien concept.
We have accepted it.
Agreed. It's an alien concept which does not take into account our own customs and traditions and so on.
But we have adopted it.
Fantastic. So it has to suit our own existing situation and so on. I'm saying, say, in our circumstances, no, you can have a head of state with 20 wives or more.
Which is true.
How do you handle that situation?
Which of them would he say is his wife?
They're all his wives.
In your mind, Bako.
Hey, Kwame, who could die or go back? Or no one will go back.
Kwame, what the constitution, what it says about the terms of reference for the committee?
There be, that may have
who said now, okay.
Article 71, but my Henry.
Because some of you said related matters, no. Is it terms of reference or in the constitution?
It is not in the constitution. For now, from your Article 71, no. It is not in the constitution. In TBI, related matters be aside because the constitution. Okay, make 71. 71. The salaries and allowances payable and the facilities and privileges available to A, Speaker, Deputy Speakers, and members of Parliament. B, Chief Justice and other justices of the Superior Court of Judicature. C, Auditor General, Chairman and Deputy Chairman of Electoral Commission, Commissioner for Human Rights and Administrative Justice and his deputies, and the District Assembly's Common Fund Administrator. D, Chairman, Vice Chairman, and other members of 1, National Council for Higher Education, however described, Public Services Commission, National Media Commission, Lands Commission, National Commission for Civic Education, and it goes on and on and on and on. Salaries and allowances payable to President, Vice President, Chairman, and other members of the Council of State, Ministers of State, Deputy Ministers. It goes on. It says, for the purposes of this article and except as otherwise provided in this Constitution, salaries includes allowances, facilities, and privileges, and retiring benefits of awards. I
make a committee on terms of reference.
Okay, I'll look for it. You go to anyway, so what do we do at this point?
Master, I think we should see if I can prepare so you do. Yeah, my number upon my constitution and one if I me in Cassentia or my penning beer or Tiswa and also Babet transfer and our transfer pain. I want who's a gun and need be, and who should yamwa our buano, Minka Sentia, sir. Masa ade na yenum kra no yenum kra no yebu ankrofo ana meboa yenum kra yen kakra we ye de bu ankrofo edi so mampanin ti akonwa so na se ya yehunyansa aka se mampanin ska bi wo ho a odi be ye ndwuma bi eno no eni so ye ya account ne ade a na so mampanin da bi yire ho kire no na so wo yi ses ka bi no odi amano so mfanta aduane ndi ana mfansa ne ho yare a eta de me meka setia onem chem ni ameka setia no se hyehyeye ebe bu mmura so ebe bu oman no mmura pon no so no eno de se ma ho kwan eno se ma ho kwan kra
na me Martin Kwame na me
yes,
said onem General History Committee
yes and the President Kufo
na me tell and say almost recognize the allowances as part of the conditions of service. And what this new committee or the latest committee now is to convert it to salaries.
Somebody has just sent me this. My production team are sending away from Sammy Jemfi's Facebook page. Just 2 points. I'll say it is important to make the point that 1, at no point under President John Dramani Mahama were first and second ladies paid salaries. Rather, first and second ladies, as well as former first and second ladies, were paid allowances on a quarterly basis, as had been done the case under predecessors of H.E. John Dramani Mahama. 2, these allowances were paid every quarter by the Chief of Staff from the financial allocation of the Office of the President and not the Ministry of Finance. The document being circulated by MPP social media activists, it's fake. So it brings it back to Jamaica and say it may not necessarily come from the Ministry of Finance. If this is to be believed, there were other ways this was done.
But then it also establishes that Kwame, allowances have been paid not just from 2017.
No, it's been paid previously. But as far as only are concerned,
Yeah, but still say
it is not backed by law. It is not backed by any regulation.
No,
but it's
Omanpenino and why na say Saska we will have me di yes sir. And he said me ntra homa Omanpenino da bi yire ehun nkyere no. Nti wo munje kakra no mo fa hwe mo how far. That is what it is.
And no na committee we decided say we should formalize it.
Yeah.
And the issue na ba no.
Yeah.
This committee decided that it should be formalized.
This committee has no mandate to make that decision.
Says who?
And
says the Constitution. It has no mandate to make that decision.
So maybe let the court determine.
The court has said. But the principle in is that allowances have been there.
Yeah.
The difference in is she said you salaries. Yeah. And public opinion. Some public opinion say, oh, I don't know allowances or even salaries.
Master, me crowd the friend allowance to cross where Mr. Debbie. To me, friend allowance.
So don't say I don't. Just a charity.
Allowance connotes something formal. Allowance is a form of remuneration and so on. It isn't.
So, my mimi sample for Symbio.
Yes, sir.
But she has converting to allowances.
My
mimi sample for Symbio.
So I cannot. Nana, you may be speaking the truth.
Yafa
but
first
I don't
lady.
Have the report here. I'll go and check.
Question Nana.
Yes,
Yafa first lady. Yafa second lady. Yama more officers. Yenye some more officers. More staff. Aye, abanti omuka. Almost security. Yetua electricity, yetua water, yetua we. Omu tu kwan ya yama per diem. Ni sa di nyina. Inti. This issue of allowances, ne salaries, no. Where then do we place it? Because it can say, "Omunya elected members of government," but yamam office, yashom, bibi yamam. How do you expect them to function if we're not giving them a salary or an allowance? Where do we draw the line in all of this?
Some way I'll be saying, one I will say, yamam office, car omutibuno, yeni eto. Petrol omudi tu kwan yeni eto omu tu kwan a per diem yeni edi ma won se ye we ina dey tin yesan come allowance se ye twa omu ka ina adem ye allowance
international obenum nsu obe sha atade owo on so be hwe obi
first lady here atade
of course.
Hey Kwame,
now if you're not giving her an allowance, how do you expect to better atade? For example,
Kwame,
crazy
first lady first lady maybe we don't fully know what happens. Why? Medical catch us a presidency hall. There's a huge amount of money. Me share and check it. I can check and let you know. I had demand Phoebe as a Saska with the Muhun Kunta.
And this says can you first ladies?
There be the cancer. There be a new baby.
Okay.
There be a security operation and so on and so on. But Saska Roman Penny, this Saska will be besides now the quiet day. Oh, Mitchell.
In the end, no fan show.
There be Minkasa. Kwame. Apart from that, Oman Penny if you on the ton Adriani.
Me nimba minya show.
Bisa. So no Oman Penny in the ton Adriania. On the ton Suana. It's not true.
So
there are arrangements to cater for all of these things. Now, after first lady in Intadia Assembly Rebecca.
Oh, because you don't reduce it to that.
Oh, Kwame, yes,
maybe say,
yes, sir.
Say, Yamo Nyama way na. Ain't so Niki to Ebu and Butumo de Dan no obeying.
Kwame, Nas Yamo Nyama way nara. I would to cry a pedium so few so. Now, pedium no tata di when ye. Our pedium ne fantata.
Our beshin de beer. Nasa pedium who determines it then?
Kwame, Kwame, Mr. Kwame,
crazy.
We are say, why you be?
Yamiadum.
Why you be? To say I can't and central for near there. Didn't quite tripa.
Yamiadum.
Kwame, Pachopi, Mr. Ya no more crown or any name hon. You're tonted. How many times you're tonted? How many times you turned that? And last week, oh, me now my Jimpa Kwanuso.
Yeah, your favorite road.
And I'm Kofa Maulio Kudato. And Tadio Shema means a bit in the next 3 months. Enti yenu po yen tontade. Yenu po yen tontade. Na first lady. Na first lady yes designer bi a person na tade. Ana meboa. Se meboa mon kan kire me. Entade. Na ko di first lady na se wo ha woni se wo pesika dia ko tontade dia na ne masa na asem ho.
Kwame.
Nana Kumia answer na bebem no kweku bako ade AB Abraham or say very quickly or say Kwame, there's a letter dated August 16, 2000 signed by Nana Atudaze in his capacity as Chief of Staff of the Rawlings administration. That letter indicated that by the effect of an executive approval and subsequently endorsed by Parliament and Council of State, it was decided that there should be an establishment of an office and payment of appropriate stipend to the spouses of the President and Vice President of the Republic during their tenure of office. B, the provision of allowances and the proper upkeep of the spouses of the President and the Vice President, as well as surviving spouses of ex-heads of state. This includes provision of domestic staff, security and transportation. C, allowances in respect of spouses of deceased ex-heads of state are to be paid so long as they remain unmarried. The letter continued. The first and second ladies have accordingly been placed on appropriate salary scale, effective 7th January 1997 to March 2000. Pursuant to the above, checks have been issued by the Controller and Accountant General to all beneficiaries through the Chief of Staff. These emoluments will be correspondingly adjusted to reflect any general salary review during the period of payment. P.S. Well, these are excerpts of the August 16, 2000 letter signed by then Chief of Staff Atudaze. Well, Kweku, thank you. Nana?
Yeah.
What does this change?
Oh, it changes a lot.
It doesn't change anything.
Okay, anyway, say it's my turn.
The committee has no mandate to impose salaries equivalent to that of cabinet ministers on first ladies and second ladies. Finish.
Just ask them they were caught. But Kwame.
Yes.
I mean, Atudaze letter ya kwesi a kweku bako ediabe. It shows clearly. Say enya gift, enya doye, enya one-off payment.
No.
Her allowances formally instituted. Enti enya doye, enya one-off bia.
The letter speaks about stipends.
Yes.
Stipends.
And also allowances.
And allowances.
And also allowances.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Stipends and allowances. What are we talking about when we are talking about stipend and allowances?
They are not gifts. Stipend is not a gift.
Yes, but they are not in the category of salaries.
Oh, but
they are
so
not.
I feel they are no salaries. Let's focus. I feel they are no salaries.
There have been no salaries. We have done more than salaries. We've equated the position of first and second ladies to cabinet ministers.
Yes.
And they are not just the payment. We've equated those positions to cabinet ministers.
But cabinet ministers
in terms of just for the purposes of salaries.
Exactly,
yeah,
but we have.
Yeah, so
it's not just a question of paying stipend.
But
we've all agreed to say first ladies. Why? You're my office. You drivers domestic staff is part of the conditions and you your man your friend say per diem and allowance and so on allowance
that's in any constitution but your
yes the Bible constitution
say it is not in the constitution
American say when it comes to Article 71 office holders now, first ladies and second ladies, our constitution doesn't make them Article 71 office holders.
And because of that,
it's unconstitutional to treat them as Article 71 office holders. That's what I'm saying.
In the allowances near the end, what are we treating them as? Just first lady, second lady?
Exactly, that's all.
And where does it give us the mandate to treat them that way?
Kwame, who beside me? Kwame.
Yes, Chrissy. Yes.
You told you kusiwa se enkofoba omonoma anu ye demrane. And I say omanpenifi cooks na ho no ye aduane a. Wo mu ka benku no mu ye nkruma kwan si ho a enu so ye demrane. Please.
Kwame, you established a way one of gifts, and yet a doye, and yet a charity.
Nana,
and she share a bar 2,000. Ya twaso from 2,000. Better ende. The only difference and then they say, Sisana salaries. That's all.
Nana
That's the
Pacho,
only difference.
Pacho, so we share Nana Atudazi, Pacho. Oh, just send your
Okay.
to be Bemusa, Masa. We had Nana Atudazi letter, and I came before 2000. Sanchi share. Came
Yeah.
before 2000.
Yeah.
And 2000 came before 2000.
Yeah.
But it was not intended to be a salary. It was not. It has never been intended to be a salary.
So Obi cancer.
so if you na yepesi any salary.
You say any salary.
And you have
I didn't in-
born so. I tiambra.
Because I didn't come born in on assembly one.
Ujama court.
Okay.
But
yeah,
but Kwesi-
Because
Mamisa,
Kwesi can
yeah.
they don't have the mandate. Ain't it be on mom the assembly court bit me determine say committee did not have the mandate
Yeah.
to peg them at that of a minister of state, a cabinet minister.
No, to even consider their remuneration.
Yeah.
Possible?
Yeah.
To even consider their remuneration.
Court.
No, me no you're doing.
But-
You're doing power.
You're trying court na court no can say yeah. But point Kwesi, say from your bon komoy. Because just to be clear. Ebia na Kwesi, you are against any payments at all. If that is the case, then that is where you stand. Say, oh, first lady, former first lady, a sign, support the mom office, way per diem, way win. It looks like that is your stand.
There is some person come.
Okay, but so you agree to the allowance.
There be also being cancer.
Okay.
I'm sticking to the issues.
Okay,
The
so
issue is that-
let me ask this question
It
now.
also
Inti
issue
yenya
here,
den. Nana, yenya den.
Was it-
Because at the end na ba be ye amanyo sem na ye twi na ba.
Penifo ni bi etutu ana more dada. Ayi Madam Her Excellency Rebecca Kufuor. Wabo ayi, waba sika no kro mpe ndi ade. Ya ye bibi ana meboa. Mati se ayi Madam Samira Bawumia Excellency. Onu so e. Sika no mpe ndi ade. Ya ade.
So going forward, what did we do?
So we revert to whatever existed before.
No, but going
we reverted
forward,
whatever existed
the-
before rolling started in 96, 97. Yanko back to that.
I don't mind if we go to what Rollins started. I don't mind at all.
which is calling them allowances. And stipend.
I am not. Well, you can call them allowances and stipend. I won't object to that in any strong terms. Me, I didn't have any say. And also, Nana si enjoy my court, intimate my court. Nakambeka say, I didn't have me pani. And Rasamuno woman.
Yeah, but then it's
And I also enjoy my court, dear Majai.
Because really, Nessa Rollins Jenner started from 2000, but with effect from 1997. Intina back pay everyone.
Back allowance.
Back allowance.
But Charlie Kwame,
Yes, Gracie.
if you see, yeah, and you may be sincere. Yeah, mama.
Yeah.
Because the next same way in the Kupeja Baya, can you name some Mrs. Achampo? Rollins Tranwa Casamamina de Mobonti in Tianica, your man allowance.
Oh, because he was about.
Ade, come now, because what's wrong with it?
Oh,
Say Utu Achampontiana.
there be oh, Masa Achampo on Yantun Keke, your bonutu, firing squad. Pacho. I didn't say, and the Abia Sisa.
Oh, but obviously,
Oh,
Rollins.
Yabia Sisa, the end,
No, and yeah, oh, can Rollins has said.
because if you are seeing Yehua, Capapaya, your chin, no come bony to a tissue, so your crumful, or boy your mind, and so on. Near we are, as a Namsa Niere or some Ghana mine,
Time heals, Gracie.
Nani Yere Ebrenti, Empiscan command.
Time heals.
You are seeing who?
Because only a fool doesn't change his mind. Time heals.
But we are seeing who papa, we are saying, Bibia, Ocean Hines are Uhuni. Time reveals a lot.
Yeah.
Time reveals a lot. Because idea you
But
be a champion.
when him said there was a picture of late President Rawlings' name, Mrs. Achampo Mote one couch. So time. As you said, time reviews a lot. Time reviews a lot.
Oh, so what we are not now we are check a cry.
Well, when you may be brave.
You my baby.
And until I maybe will hanker for be can why you come now.
Yes, sir.
But maybe so.
You break a crank can you find share your market.
Nana, it should be by about the constitutionality of or otherwise. Intinia President Rawlings year 97, 2000 backdating to 97. Was it constitutional?
Was that court no?
It had nothing to do with Article 71 of his holders.
Maybe some. Esan said he went into former spouses of former or past heads of state, and it was institutionalized. Institution and now to that statement by executive authority or executive instrument. No constitutionality of it or otherwise. Can we delve into that?
Executive authority no.
And no takes care of it.
But on the spell of the moment, no. If you say
no crime, so I don't know.
It's executive authority.
Yeah. But don't say we don't call parliament too.
Sana Mathieu.
No, I'm
call parliament.
But
the
court will pronounce on
all of these things.
Yeah.
But Kwesi, one thing so the buy and say only it's a presidency, omo budget. I call parliament. Chief of staff budget I call parliament. But Usis Kebua, it is not accounted for.
The president has access to funds.
And in parliament. Parliament will have to approve whatever expenditure.
Yes, but I mean,
okay.
But I think what really happens is that they approve a lump sum.
Okay.
Master said, let's ask into your security.
Yeah.
Arameboa.
Meaning, sir?
We have security Edwano. You trust you move contact. Aside the nature of the job. Obi fa pam so babe bibi Ghana ha. Now we
can't say what you mean is that it's not itemized.
No, it's not even audited.
Yeah.
It's not even audited.
Yeah.
There's no accountability.
It's not audited.
Yes,
That's what you're saying.
It's not audited. We won't submit a receipt.
But it would be stated that this was used for security.
Yes.
Yeah.
But security they will not go into.
Hey, one number control.
Somebody also is asking something. I'll say, so if the law rules, assumedly, that the committee did not have the mandate, do we go back to allowances or stipends that are not grounded in law? Or we
still grounded in law?
Or we cancel the payment of allowances for first and second ladies? Do they refund what they've already received? Kwame, sorry, I guess that...
Kwame,
yes.
The conversation has started. Me, I'm not in a position to tell when the conversation will come to an end and how it will come to an end. Name then say, Ghana for be a channel dream say. You see a channel dream, a cuckoo be a channel dream, lawyer for channel dream, a bishop be for channel dream. That is how you build a nation. That is how you build traditions and so on. And see, out of this debate, we will establish some traditions. I'm comfortable.
Well, the conversation will go on. And will be the picture now make one some abre wa here. Rawlings and Mrs. Achampong. Anyway, may Rawlings' soul rest in peace, and may that of General Achampong and all soldiers and all the departed find eternal rest. As Kwesi Pratt said, time reveals a lot of things.
Yes.
Anti-Achampong
campaign and make a and me share quite sure. Yana and who can crab yabble. You're so sure no more Achampong buying yeah. I don't think he deserves to have been shot on the firing range.
But I'm more a lutan. Send them him say baby back with you.
Well, in terms of comparisons, and yes, at time now, no more see after Achampong.
So Rollins address is no be now okay.
But you say
Rollins address is no be now so on second.
Oh,
So say, oh, Mama said Rollins obviously changed his mind.
No, it's not just about changing minds.
But trying to rehabilitate
it's about severity and so on. Me man treat you uncle boy champion. Me try my drink keke. And of course, me try my drink say union government thing and no be a cover union government but still I fuck with me jana. On them channel. But one more to me chichiri papa ibodua bone to so what ye ni obi nye bi da wa ye boni obi nye bi da. No mu wie na se kobano sa. Alabraka.
Time changes. And time reveals a lot.
A lot.
Inti yenyina yehu. In the hopes that you be sua de free mu dia. Well, let the conversations continue. Chewadring.
Masa kwa mpacho mitisi kwa na.
Oh, kwezi.
Kasa na aye yi kakra ntimi re afimi hu.
Kasa na ayo de kanokre. Ayo de.
Oh, anya mi de. Masa fifira free me wo.
Oh,
no, fifira free. Anya wu nya special.
Kwezi bibi wo bia de kan answer sorry.
There be masa mpacho me call press conference no for ina.
When a press conference?
Pacho say.
Pacho when a press conference?
Socialist Forum of Ghana.
What are we discussing?
Kwame.
So I say I comment when I say I was a near comrade or comrade Amanyanya into no.
Comrade that can be boy pass.
Now we initiate me. Some initiation right?
It's a free forum, a movement.
Okay.
And there's a major congress. It's going to take place at the end of the month. It's awesome, and you're penning power, you're true people.
Okay.
Just say Kone Kobuano.
Medase, but answer now, Kono. Kwame Asare say men can't say. Tell Mr. Pratt that I agree with him.
Why?
I'll quit you send it back. Kwame Asare. I say tell Mr. Pratt that I agree with him, but judges who sentence people to death don't pull the trigger. If he says he did not shoot a champon. Okay, I see what you mean.
So any sentencing.
So when I'm sentencing, they'll be called bone too.
Yeah, can so be bone too.
Well.
Yeah, can say any na buy na drink.
In the process, other things happen.
In the process, no, and they don't call bone too.
Well.
Yes.
May he rest in peace. May that's the question. Inti Friday we show so that idea. Socialist movement. From forum to movement here. The movement of Jah people.
Difference when
it's almost starting movement now.
I got say allowances in salary.
And I could be you, bro. Anyway, so from Socialist Forum, they're going to become a socialist movement. Ain't me sure say you heard it here first now. You better take home come. Nana, ain't san come away. You the back we see.
Well, Kwame said I let the
court decide it.
Yeah. Because still an issue never whole.
Yes.
Individuals back home ye no be normal say
Yempe.
But in share no wo. And it's a court pronounce so. Then it will determine the way forward. Whether number one, you be maintaining as allowances, or number two, you be tremukra. It's a decision you have to take.
And as a budget salary is not too.
And as a budget salary is not too.
But now we are a politician. We're MP 16 years. I want to put you on the spot a bit. Sir, emoluments committee. Some of you may about parliament.
Yeah.
Na ene. Mashebe your food be wa omo yet to send ya report by no munim omo ante ho he. And so parliament passed it.
Yeah.
Inti adena manyo for na moya yesa. Because ekobani say pe na the politics of it becomes near bekosro. Na issues na nkasa no ye hu bio. Why?
Na Kwame say we MP. Now the chamber ho.
Yeah.
Now be can say when who we are. Such as a wow chair and say one year juma ye. There's a parliament on our tino. A juma na say we no ye ni.
Because committee report it affects you too as an MP.
In fact, this committee I recommend say car loans na kenka ho do kra na buying for 60%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our committee report no. 80 so what parliament samre no. Now we have now feel say who person will take political advantage. If you are not person take political advantage, keke.
But so yes, you're not being fair to us. Yeah, no.
Yeah, and I'm making say you are not fair to the people who put you there because now can show up and they say, "Ejumani I do call and one year." Nti, Oma no mote parliament who omo kasa no omu jaya ebeboa. Omu jaya sa se meka ebeboa.
Ah well, so mbe jaya because at the end na ba be amanyosem.
And I want to say Kwame. I mean politicians everywhere. Well, already no people feel say politicians are pampered.
Yes.
Ain't any more privileges extended to politicians will raise this kind of I mean it's so easy to say that now politician are the near loan na they kotoka as a member of parliament I encourage loan and koto incubators.
Hey, incubators you.
So young politicians and so on, we should also be minded that already people believe said there's a gap between young privileges and the omo. We always have to bear that at the back of our minds. And a baby and then shows all called United Kingdom. There is BBA politicians people are kicking against.
Yeah.
Oko America is the same. BB or how politicians be privileges be and facilities be are available to politicians that people are kicking against.
So are we pampering you? Are we pampering you, politicians?
Kwame, on the other side, especially members of parliament. Share the other side of the argument. We're never saying you're a politician, but look at the MPs there.
Yes.
Article 71 in Crawford, they are entitled to official vehicles.
Yes.
Official offices. So, whether they are ministers, deputy ministers, commissioner for shrag, Supreme Court judges, appeals court, whatever. They are entitled to all these official facilities. And the MP no, on the ground so they are elected. And also feel that they should be entitled so that it's fair.
Yeah.
Nti ono kra no loan now de man no kro fi stay ni esisi no.
If you hano.
Osisi no because on fa loan in shrag. And Supreme
Court and High Court
and deputy minister. Well, nti no kwa de also man loan wa kutwa. It even though ocean from the layman obeka say adena o call parliament 7 months yama loan akoto 4-wheel drive. But all the Article 71 Obia is entitled to those facilities apart from members of parliament. Intuition from that side in Swa, it becomes a difficult argument to sustain. And now unim kwame ade ba kwa yankasa as a people no.
Yeah.
Kamu de me ba wo hey, de ma me fa ubamra.
Okay.
See me ba office, ma me fa ubamra.
And I come see the mobile
from the security. Right through. Oh, are they? Share na me a deputy minister. Some time ago, Kufo Breso. Tourism. Any call conference be. Tourism comes of Berlin, was saying big tourism conference. Now, it's some bookings on the flight in Tino.
Yeah.
Me in your business class as a deputy minister.
Okay.
This is me lead the delegation on time. Minty in a business class.
Okay.
On the flight available. Just at the next day. You decided say the economy back up.
Okay.
Nti you have me for economy. It's a deputy minister. You call conference no. Very successful conference. At Tongana pa. You back after 1 week or 1.5 weeks. Yeah, review conference. Golden Tulip, Samred. All the exhibitors, tourism companies, will be a review the impact of the Berlin tourism fair near Koyen. Yeah. All of that was positive. The organization, the support, Obia niaje. But Obako ka say no summarize say you know. Also ade abako e ha no kakra ne say. Omo kono. Deputy Minister no okotena economy. Inti ya nkasa no. We expect a certain level for political leaders. Because those days and I'm a minister information na me police ni me fear.
Okay.
But say police ni oti uka ni ma o de no chinchin up and down. We don't see be correct so a bag, so a shoes. Na me pesa police na di wachi up and down. But several times me call baby who be say no police in no way. People expect nobody to pump and pageantry. So people Ghanaians expect it, and yet when it happens, the same Ghanaians kick against it.
It reminds me.
Could we have a catch yourself honorable Obaha no the Uber nearby? They expect you to ride in a big 4-wheel drive. And I'm coming with
That's true. But it reminds me of Assembly President Kufuor Ekam Yaman Penya. I can't remember the name of the but I'll say we seem to know the cost of everything and the value of nothing, or the value of none. And Bibisa.
Inti ade no say young politicians no so we say we should be more aggressive in fixing the common problems. So na meche. If people
Nana
see
answer na beto also for be a tidy message brain also for mingle. Or say what Nana Kumia is saying is very true. I parked my car and decided to join a commercial vehicle, and right in the trotro, as many people who knew me openly said, "Oh, Pastor, why? Is your car spoilt?" Another even said to the mate, "This is my pastor, so don't take money from him." So it's amazing how we are boxed into corners when we're out there in the public space.
Yeah. And this is way on your political leaders. So Kwame say, now if you say, oh, and now person do mark Kokotna trotro mu
to give them the experience.
Just how this guy so yeah, man football. Tama, let me say back on
yeah.
Tama be MP fresh. No?
Yeah.
One day me call Carnation Station. Tell me call taxi Akofie from Carnation to last stop North Carnation. Come me call Jina station where I joined the queue. New MP, young guy, 33. The man just said, I was just wanted to still flow.
A branch guy.
Yeah, no, so flow with the people.
Yeah, and you say you day phone.
Come me take me Jina queue do ma queue no bonin papa say 5 penny wo. No be me bon komo. Na me hwa no say about be frame me. A station phone. About be frame. Nia train me. Oh, nia fresh taxi. It be see you. You pay me at them. Just dropping by force. I love hate a relationship. Wow.
Yeah.
And so your attitude no, and then the attitude of politicians. It should go hand in hand. So until next time, we be so baby, and now you go with your police because so corner police didn't count one.
Yeah, who post?
Yeah, who post? And they will ask you, oh, now police will security way, and make you feel say you why be wrong. Wow. But me there say you're more aggressive. And a Juma era record the year one cry.
Yeah.
If across the country you hear that kind of work from politicians, and also some of the perceptions say
you are pampered.
We are being pampered and not doing much, and so back off.
Finally, Nana, from your experience in the Fourth Republic, both as MP, minister, and in the public space, you bedroom baby sa issues to say first lady salary or allowance or emolument or whatever. Would we have the less of the politics of it, not actually the real issues? As I remember,
Baba.
Dabe.
Well, Kwame, you can never give up. So I make share other countries are omoma come nim a chain young crowd democracy. still, they raise issues about politicians. Now, saying one thing, British Prime Minister, so yeah, or call Baba Ho said then there was a problem with the board, maybe you could try it in. So, there would always be those issues.
Yeah.
But young politicians, we don't help you. Say BBC say Abba, then we'll be fun to say, we political advantage, ahaneda. Na yafaho. Because we think that we'll gain some political advantage. Inti young kasano, many times we don't appear united. To say Ebian say we can say salaries are semi.
Yeah.
I had done allowance into salaries. I call parliament.
Yes, he went to parliament.
But you still have some members of parliament. It's some public opinion kakra bentino. They want to take advantage. Because but you hear people saying loans no crap but everybody was there. Everybody was there. So when who not just say why you money. In the answer, sometimes we are our own enemies. A bar, now especially say yes, we are kahuno. There should be a bit more objectivity. I feel so. Yeah, no ma, yeah, what power no. Even say ne NPP ne what power. And ra ne NDC. I think that things of a national nature no. I see a try say benya cross-party consultations and involvement. And also be boy. Ebema tension na conform kakra. So winner take all no more na our problem.
And this our problem.
But beyond that, since she be banner a national in character. Yenoma ye office no. Let's try and involve all the political parties so that the response to our national issue will be a national response. Say Kobani say yeah, funny say yeah, power until we are going to do it alone. Now ya exclude other major players, they say political parties are. And no, when there's an issue, they also try and take political advantage. If say if all of us, especially incumbent governments, whether it's NPP, whether it's NDC, so taking steps to involve the other side and the other parties in key national decisions. Remember, also tension about form.
And yeah, we not takes on the tension ebano. And yeah, we not takes on the tension ebano.
And I just say, no,
yeah,
but you should minimize it. So we know our power, but if there are national issues, involve all the other people.
Yeah.
In taking the decision.
And then I'm trying to consensus building.
Until say consensus building, and nobody will go and stand somewhere and say, "Minim Hoshe, and I say, because you are there, you've been consulted."
And consensus building, na free parliament because has no money.
But we should do more.
More Ghana, already. I want you to say no dear. Nana, me dance no adaje. Na next week Tuesday, I'm here at my best.
Yeah.
Nana akomi
chocolate no.
Empatcho Mary say your point. Now me WhatsApp. Nana Komia and Motene Kano. And then very quickly made it to sometime last week. All alumni of the School of Domestic Science and Catering, remember you'll be meeting at the school's premises on the 20th of July at 2 p.m. That's a week from today. School of Domestic Science and Catering. Mekamo says school premises 20th of July 2 p.m. Where Moboga Kushia Mrs. Boy. And this nkomo atudwa se munyina momra na yenyenhye mu ne atwetwe hom komo. And then also to you Sarah Danso of Villandro, happy birthday to you Sarah Danso of Villandro. Have a lovely birthday and best wishes to you. And then let me send a shout out to Kokrokoo Siama, Transport Minister. Good morning to you, sir, wherever you are. Have a great day. And to my man, PKK Kwalingjam in Tamale, long time no here. Thank you very much for supporting this program this morning. I just received your message as well. And so have a great day. Happy birthday to Sarah Danso of Villandro. Villandro is in East Legon. It's a nice, cute, bubbly place. Depends on what your swing is, but I'm sure you would like. On this morning's edition, thank you very much for joining us by ear, voice, and text. Me for Nasia Mark Kwesi Pratt Jr. and in Nana Akumia Bekaya Huanope Yami Advoncha Besamba. It will be Wednesday, the 14th of July.